Welcome, student leaders from the Toronto Catholic District School Board. Welcome to our monthly CSLIT meeting. CSLIT stands for the Catholic Student Leadership Impact Team, and that's why we are here. We want to make sure that we give you the skills, the contacts, and the opportunity to make an impact in your schools, in your community, and in the world. So thank you. For those of you who might not know who I am, my name is Michael Conso, and I have the awesome job of facilitating, creating, organizing anything under the umbrella of Catholic student leadership. And that includes CSLIT, and we meet here once a month, which is the last Tuesday of every month. So thank you for joining us. I just want to say hi to some people in the chat box. Joseph is in the house. I know you're from Redmond. Shania's there. Carl is there. MK, Audrey, Steven, Colleen, Jillian, Lean Bean Gaming, Alyssa. These are all the names that I see. Mara, who we see all the time. Miss Iradi is in the house. Marcos, how you doing? So thank you so much for joining us. And we see you all right there. So thank you so much for joining us. Now, let me go through the agenda topic with you as we go to the next slide. If you want to participate in the chat box, make sure that you log on with your Gmail or Google account, and that way, like Jillian and like Miss Iradi and like Audrey, you could send a message in the chat box as such, just like that. And we go to the next slide, and I just want to let you know that we have an amazing, amazing agenda for you today. And to go through all the topics of this meeting, I introduce to you the host of Catholic Student Leadership Impact Team at the secondary level. Please give a warm welcome to Kathy and Keith.
Oh,
hi everyone.
There we go. Hey everyone, how y'all doing? It's been a while, but
it does feel been a while. It feels like it's been months.
Miss you guys. Miss all
that's
you
new.
guys so much. Whoa.
That's new.
Hi Mara.
That's not normal.
Ooh, hi
Whoa.
Dom.
Hi Dom.
Oh my gosh. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, there's so many things.
I know. Is this new?
Whoa. Hey Carl. Hey bestie. Hey bestie.
Hi Dom.
Woo! Oh my gosh. Period. Hey Joseph. We see
Hi,
you.
Joseph. Hi Stephanie.
Hi Steph. How are you?
Miss Lenzo.
How's everyone? Hey Audrey.
Hey Audrey.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay. As you guys keep saying hi, I love it. Oh, say hi to yourselves. Have a little conversation. I don't know. So we're gonna start off by reading our agenda. So of course, our opening and our prayer.
Next up is mentee attendance.
Then we have our board welcome.
And our first guest speaker.
Then our second guest speaker.
Then we have a new game. I don't think we've ever played it before.
Nope. It's new and it's exciting. Then we have Catholic student leadership updates.
Then closing remarks from a special guest.
Prayer and pizza by Julia and Magda.
And as usual, the mindfulness meditation that we host right after our GAs.
Everyone say hi to Miss Teresa Sibi, trustee of the Catholic District School Board. She is joining us here today to watch how we run CSLIT. So, hey.
Hey, Teresa. Hi, Shania.
So we're going to actually call on Julia, our faith ambassador, to lead us in land acknowledgement and prayer. Hi, Julia.
Hi, Julia.
Hi, Kathy. Hi, Keith. Hi, everyone.
How are you?
At CSLIT. I'm good, Kathy. How are you?
I'm good. I'm great. I'm so happy to be here.
Take it away, Julia.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So I invite you all to join me in the land acknowledgement at this time as we kick off our first GA of the year. Out of our deep respect for Indigenous peoples in Canada, we acknowledge that all Toronto Catholic District School Board properties are situated upon traditional territories of the Anishinaabe Nation, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, and the Wendat peoples. We also acknowledge the land covered by Treaty 13 is held by the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation, and Toronto is subject to the Dish with One Spoon Covenant. We also recognize the contributions and enduring presence of all First Nations, Métis, and Inuit peoples in Ontario and the rest of Canada. All right, so in this time, I invite you all to join me in prayer. Let us place ourselves in the presence of the Lord as we pray. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Dear God, as we gather today in your name, help us to fully reflect on what it means to be a child of God. Help us to fully rely on you and your plan for each and every one of us. Guide us on our journey of faith. As teenagers, some young and some old, we come to you to gain a deeper understanding of the bond that we share with you. In our journey of adolescence and throughout our high school years, help us to always stay rooted in our faith. For this we pray in Jesus' name. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. All right, thank you so much for joining me in prayer, and I will see you guys for closing prayer and when we announce the pizza at the end. Bye, Kathy.
Bye, Julia. Thank you so
Julia,
much.
thank you so much. Oh,
Where'd the
okay.
presentation go?
So
there we go.
now we're gonna call on our administrative affairs, Miss Magda.
Magda.
Hey, come on up, everyone.
Hey,
Say hi.
Hi, Magda.
Hey, bestie. Oh my
Hey,
God.
bestie.
So
How are
we're
you
gonna
guys
call up-
doing?
I'm good.
Pretty
How are
good.
you?
Good.
How's everything? Exam week. I
I'm
hope
great.
everyone watching is doing okay. I know exams are coming,
Yep, we got
but
this. Hang in
it's
there.
okay.
There's also meditation.
Halfway
Remember
through.
that.
Yep.
Remember that.
Hi, Dom.
Look.
Hi, Mr. Hey, guys.
Thank you,
Okay.
Miss Irati.
Hi, there.
Everyone's saying hi to Magda. Look, she's famous.
Hey,
Famous.
guys. Hey.
Okay, so
Hi,
Magda, what is
Shania.
this
Hi,
for?
Mara.
What is this?
Okay, so if you guys have been to CSLIT before, you know that we like to show our spirit by doing an activity called Mentimeter just to see who's in the house, to see who's joining us, to see who's coming to almost or maybe win a pizza. So what you're going to do is in the next slide, Keith is going to give a Mentimeter code. And so based on what school you go to, you're going to use these abbreviations. So for example, if I go to Cardinal Carter, I would just write Carter like it says on the screen. I wouldn't write Cardinal Carter like the whole thing. Another example, if I go to St. John Paul II, I would just write SJP2, like Roman numerals. So basically, you're going to go through the list. We're going to give you like a minute or like 30 seconds to look through, find your school, and then you're going to go to Menti and enter the code on the next slide that Keith is going to switch to in a little bit. And then you're going to just input these abbreviations. And then, so basically, the bigger that the name appears of the school, that means the more people there are representing that school.
Yeah, so
we
Madonna,
have a few
I'm looking at you.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that. We have a few constants. So let's try to beat Madonna. Let's try to beat OCS. Like I want to see other
That's
other
impossible.
schools. So
That's
let's
impossible.
I don't know. I feel like
That-
Marshall's on the rise. I feel like they're on the
True.
rise.
Yeah,
I'm
Marshall
kinda
is
scared.
Also, if you're from a different board, just put your board. Just put like
Yeah.
YCDFU.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next slide. I hope everyone's ready. I hope you looked at your little abbreviation because it's time to rock and roll. There we go. So go to www.menti.com and there's the code. Maybe if we want to put it on the screen, Mike.
Oh,
There we go.
I can. Yeah, it's at the top,
Okay.
everyone.
Okay, it's at the top.
Like
so
we
yeah.
I love how close you got to read it. Okay, Lieberman. Oh, McLuhan.
Madonna, what's
Ooh.
up?
Yeah, you got booted real quick. You got booted really quick. Loretto College. Okay.
I hope it's
Where's
not just
Newman,
the person
guys? Where's
opening
Cardinal?
multiple tabs going in this one.
Yep.
Oops.
Better.
Okay.
That's in Catholic school.
Okay, McLuhan.
I think someone spelled their
Ooh,
school.
Loretto College is taking over.
Who's here from
Yeah.
LCS? I need a show of hands in the chat, please and thank you. I'm curious, how many devices? Elisa, do all of them. All the devices in your house, do them now. Choir boys
Where
at?
the choir boys at? I don't know.
I see some BA in the chat. Not
Loretto
well,
College dominating. Okay.
Lieberman, Redmond. Okay.
O'Connor. I see you. I see you. Oh,
Oh,
Lieberman got small real fast. Yup.
even YCSB is bigger than Lieberman.
Yeah. Let's just talk about that for a sec.
Hold up. If you're from YCSB and you're not Teresa Sibi,
imagine.
Hey,
have
welcome.
streamers. Hey, Notre Dame. Okay, I see you. I see you. 10 more seconds. Come on. Loretto College, we see you. We acknowledge you today. There's a lot of snow outside. I think there's
I
a
know.
snow blower.
Yeah, it's really bad.
I was so surprised.
I woke up and it was like very bright.
I
Okay.
thought it was just raining.
Okay. So I think there's a second question, Keith.
Yeah.
If I'm not wrong. Okay, let's move on.
There we go. What courses do you have for Quad 3? What do you guys have?
I have leadership, religion,
That is a good
and business.
I have functions and
college.
Ooh,
They didn't even tell me.
I spelled that wrong.
Won't kill me.
Internally business. I meant international business. International, not internal.
Great.
The
Oh,
opposite.
some people have co-op. They didn't even tell me.
Who has bio and science together? Good luck.
Haven't gotten mine yet. French, philosophy.
Oh,
I like this. I like this combo. Photography, challenge.
Challenge and Change is a very good course. I'm in that right now, and I
English
love
and law,
it so much.
biology and calculus. I'm praying for you.
Oh,
Social justice and calculus.
it's okay.
I'm
You
taking
got
social justice.
Some of you guys have very good combinations. You have
Ooh,
that very heavy
perfect.
course with that slightly lighter course. But everyone who has two sciences, two math, or a math and a science.
Oh, I'm doing night school. I forgot about that.
Night school?
I did the social justice and equity one because it sounded so
Anyone here doing night school? I would, but I'm so caught up. There's so many things on my plate. Bio and
I wouldn't have time.
Bio and calc. Oh
my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, you know what? It's okay. Don't be sad. You got this. You'll do good.
If you have I don't know,
faith, everyone.
12M course, please let me know. I am willing to sign up. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ooh. Oh my gosh, you too. Good luck. Oh my gosh.
I swear everybody has calculus third. So do I.
Okay. So I think the results are in. A lot of people are doing lots of math and sciences. Ooh. Good luck, guys. Good luck. So we're gonna move on. Just a quick reminder, as we said earlier, segueing from your Quad 3 courses, we have a mindfulness session right after every single GA assembly. So please stick around if you're feeling a little stressed. I know it's exam time. You're probably really worked out. ISUs, exams, all that. Come on, let's run together and meditate. Keith, if you want to welcome on our board.
We have our Superintendent of Human Resources joined here today to give our board welcome. Give it up for Mr. Adrian De La Mora. Hi, Adrian.
Hi there, Keith. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. I want to start out by just a couple of thank yous. First to Mike Consul. He's awesome. You all of you know that. Mike's an awesome mentor, leader, and I reached out to Mike and asked him to include me in more of these because I really absolutely want to be part of these. Maybe selfishly because I want to feed off your energy. I can't believe the rapport and the way you interact, the way you say hi to each other so meaningfully. Your friendships kind of jump off the screen. That's the first piece. The second thing is, as a past principal and a teacher, I miss just seeing the wonderful student leaders and everything they have to offer. And from a greedy perspective, as a superintendent of HR, I want to see as many of you as I possibly can employed in our wonderful organization. So I'm a good person for you to know, so keep in touch. third, I want to publicly congratulate Keith and Kathy. They don't have an easy job. And you know what? I think they smile more during this than I've ever seen them smile at a board meeting.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
you know what? That climate is not an easy climate. It's politically charged, it's sensitive. But I want to tell the group that you've chosen two like exceptional young leaders, right? They're poised. They have adopted and embraced what I call a questioning disposition. They're not afraid to ask questions. They speak their mind. They advocate for you beautifully. And you know what? I thank them for that. And I wish them the courage to continue on that path. So well done to all of you. So, I mean, this week, just to let you know, as a superintendent of HR, I've spoken to leaders about developing our organization. I've spoken to new teacher graduates about developing their careers. And really, the reason why I'm here today is just to tell you, develop yourself. You're doing a wonderful job. You're investing time in dialogue, listening to wonderful people. Keep being positive with your self-talk. Don't be hard on yourselves, because I think we all tend to be very hard on ourselves individually, especially during COVID. I'd also challenge you to walk with each other and accompany each other and really help each other solve problems, because you have that ability to do so. So on that note, I want to thank Mike again. I want to thank all of your teachers that may be present, for the wonderful teaching and support staff that may be present in terms of the support that they provide for you in your learning. I congratulate you on your leadership, and I wish you a really enjoyable session. Have a good one, everyone.
Awesome, Adrian. Thank you so much. Adrian, do you have 5 minutes to play a game with us?
Yeah, as long as it doesn't make me look bad, I'm in.
All right.
You asked me too many religion questions the other day, Mike. Is it about religion?
Not about religion at all.
Okay, then I'm in.
Yeah, name all the virtues of the month. Go.
Oh, here we go. Thanks for that, Kathy.
All right, so here's how the game's going to go. All 5 of us are going to stay on the screen. Magda is going to check the chat box. Your goal for everyone who is participating here, like Paulo's in there, Miss Iradi's in there, Miss Lenzo's in there, Teresa's in there, Mara's in there. Your goal is to beat Mr. Delamora. And the way you do that is we're going to play Who Am I? Who am I or what am I? So Kathy and Keith are going to ask me random questions, and the only thing I could say is yes or no. And so we're going to see who is the first person in the chat box to guess the one person, place, or thing that I'm thinking in my head. But Mr. Delamora, you can guess as well. So here's what's going to happen. If Mr. Delamora guesses before anyone in the chat box, then there's no winner. The winner is Mr. Delamora. However, if you are the first person to guess and you guess before Mr. Delamora, then you win a pizza delivered to your doorstep.
Joseph already started.
It is not-
You need to let him know if he's winning.
I could just shout out who it is whenever I want, right?
Yeah, you can shout out whenever you want. So you have to guess before Mr. Delamora, and he's going to shout it out whenever he wants. And your goal is just be faster. Be faster. Keith, if you can keep an eye out on the chat box and just put up all the answers that are in there. And then once Magda's the only one who knows the answer. Once she sees it, game done, and we'll see if it's Mr. Delamora or someone in the chat box. All right.
Magda, you text
Keith and I don't know what it is either. So
Okay.
this is a surprise for everyone except for Magda and Mike.
All right. First question. Go ahead.
Is it alive?
No.
Oh,
Is it something you own?
I own? No.
is it something you can own?
Yes.
Is it?
I don't own it right
fish,
now.
a stuffed fish.
That is incorrect.
He has those somewhere.
I know he does.
Is it like an something solid?
Yes.
Can you eat it?
Can you eat it? Yes.
Ooh. A fishing boat. No.
No. Can't eat a fishing boat.
CSLIT.
Meg will let you know if someone gives the right answer.
Is it yummy?
And Mr. Delamora
Is it yummy?
Is it
I feel
yummy?
like that's so subjective. Yes.
It is very yummy.
A
Is it
banana.
round?
Yummy.
Is it round?
No.
Round. You have to ask me more More
General.
A pizza.
That's too general.
A pizza.
Not a pizza. No.
Oh, that's what I was going
Is
for.
it
It's roundish.
sour?
Yes. Is it sour? Yes and no. Could be.
What?
What?
Is it
Not
sweet?
strawberry. Is it sweet? Yes.
What?
Sweet and sour. Okay.
It could be sweet. It could be sour. Depends.
Is
Oh,
it brightly
somebody
colored?
got it.
Someone got it?
Yeah.
Oh, someone got it. Stacy.
Where?
Where?
The answer is pineapple.
Well, I'm not gonna tell you.
The answer is pineapple. So
Yeah.
Stacy, you win a pizza, and not Adrian De La Mora.
No, it's a gift card, sir.
I would have given it over. I would have given
It's a gift card. It's not a pizza.
Pineapple. Here's one question for you, Adrian, before you leave. Yes or no to pineapple on pizza?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I love it.
I love
I'm
pineapple
the
on pizza.
best eater you'll
Me too.
find. I love every food that I can get to. So good for you. Listen, I mean, I apologize. I've got to run, Mike. I stayed. Kudos to Julia. Shout out to Julia. She hosted the other day the session on teenage faith. I texted Mike after and said, like, these students are awesome, right? Like, I mean, and you know what? I thought that was the most energy I feel. I'm sensing way more here, even in this group. So anything, you know, I know that sometimes you have questions about HR and hiring practices and all these other good things that I have to deal with on a daily basis. I'd love to come back whenever you need me or whenever you think you have a question. You know what, Mike, you text me, call me, and any way I can help, I'll be here.
All right. Thank you so much for being with us today.
No, my pleasure.
Mr. Cacomo.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Mr. Mora, half the bay for pizza this time.
All right. So, so that's the question. Who's paying for the pizza, Mr. De La Mora or Mr. Cacomo?
Oh,
Give me rock, paper, scissors.
We agreed on
Rock,
it.
paper, scissors.
Stacy, if you're watching this, it's a gift card.
Oh, it is.
We have
Oh,
a
yeah. We
pizza
said,
winner at
Yeah,
the
it's a
end.
gift card.
We have a separate winner at the end.
yeah. So we have a pizza winner at the end, and Stacy, you win a $15 gift card.
I
Kathy
think
will
it'd be
send
really
you-
funny if Stacy also won the pizza. That'd be very funny.
Kathy will
right?
send you a list of companies, and you can pick whatever gift card you want from that list.
Send a DM to the CSLIT_TCSB and we'll get
There we go.
you. Yeah. So thank you everyone for playing. That was really fun. I haven't laughed this much in like so long. I miss everyone so much. Keith, if you want to introduce our next guest speaker.
So our next guest speaker, we have actually had a meeting with them, and they were so interested in our student involvement that she wanted to come up to see talk with all of you as well in regards to McCarthy's. So she's the president of McCarthy's. Please welcome Vanessa. Hi, Vanessa.
Hi, everyone. Hi.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Pretty good myself.
Awesome.
Good.
I also love these meetings, I have to say. They didn't have these. I was in the TCDSB as a grad, and I really wish Mr. De La Mora had stayed on because he was my accounting teacher in grade 12. And then when
Really?
I ended up getting my CA. Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
he
so
inspired me.
Whoa, the world is small.
I know.
Wow.
He was like probably 25 when he was my teacher. So I was just looking at him going, wow. So thanks everyone for having me. I'm hoping the technology is going to work. So I have an old school PowerPoint presentation, but
Yes.
I'm hoping I can still see the comments. Is that true?
Yes, for sure.
Okay, cool.
I think you should be able to.
Okay,
Yeah.
so thanks for having me, everyone. I'm gonna share my application window. Share. Oh, okay. So everyone can see that? Amazing.
Yeah, we can see it if you want to full screen it.
My mouse is stuck. Sorry. Oh God. Oh, you know what? When I share I'll do it like this because when I share my full screen, then I can't say anything else. So, as Keith kindly introduced me, I'm the president of McCarthy's, and I'm pretty new to the role. I've done a whole bunch of stuff before, but one of the reasons I was brought into McCarthy's was to help lead the company into the future, specifically as it relates to products. So, uniform hasn't changed that much in about 15 years, and it's for sure time to change. So we're on a really big mission across the country to co-create the uniform of the future. And this is a really complicated diagram, but it shows you how we're going about this. So in the old days, what would have happened is a whole bunch of people in our head office would have designed new uniforms. They would have talked to your principals and stuff would have launched, right? And no one would have even talked to the students, which is totally ridiculous because you actually wear the uniforms, right? So this is called a double design framework. And really the reason I'm showing it to you is because it sort of flips product development on its head. And it says, first talk to the people that experience the product, that wear the product, that have problems and pain points and joys, and really understand how they feel about the product. And do that with a really small group. So we've actually already done that with Kathy Keith and your executive team. We had what I thought was an amazing discussion. I got a lot of really, really, really good insight. So then you take that insight and you take it to a bigger group, which is this group. So what I'd like to do is share out with everyone some of what we learned about how you're feeling and ask some questions back to the group that I'm hoping you answer. And if you don't feel like answering in the chat, I have a survey as well at the end of the session. But really the goal is to sort of work together to design something amazing for the future. So I hope you guys are up for being super honest. And so this slide, you can't see it too well. What it really shows is that one of the reasons for uniforms in the first place was to provide a sense of school spirit, to help folks save money, not buying clothes, to make sure there wasn't any peer pressure. And what I'm hearing loud and clear for sure is that that is not how students are feeling about their school uniforms today. So now this animation's not working. That's not how anyone's feeling. What this animation usually does is it shows someone getting a pie in their face. And the reason I show it is because I really want everyone here to feel comfortable. If you have to throw a pie in my face, that's actually why I'm here. I want to hear your honest feedback about how you're feeling and what you think, because we're actually co-creating something together. And the more honesty, the better. And you don't have to worry about hurting my feelings. I actually have only been here 2 years. So I didn't design or produce any of your current uniforms. So you don't have to worry about hurting my feelings. So here is something you probably can't see in a lot of detail, but we're going to go into each of these insights. There was kind of 7 or 8 key insights I picked up from our focus group. Lots of really, really good stuff, but I'll read them out and then we're going to talk about each, because I heard these themes, but now I want to play them back to you in the form of a question. So some of what I heard is the world has changed and no one really wears business attire anymore. So we need uniforms that are more like street clothes. I heard that some students feel some anxiety and stress when the clothes don't fit right, because not all body types are the same. I heard that there are some functional deficiencies, like we all have these phones now and there's nowhere to put a phone. I heard that many students feel bad asking their parents to spend money on uniforms. I heard that uniforms are still anchored in traditional gender norms, especially in the gym category, where a lot of girls are feeling like they don't love that their gym uniform is actually restrictive. And I heard that, which probably was one of the more compelling insights, that students don't always feel really proud to wear their uniform and don't feel a sense of school spirit. And that one in particular is interesting because that's the whole point of uniform in the first place. So if it's not doing that, I consider consider the current uniform probably a failure. So I believe we had 11 students on the call. We spent 2 hours and I took around 25 pages of notes. So what I'd love to do is take all those insights and translate them into how might we statements. So I am going to ask how might we and ask you a question. I'm going to share examples of some of what we already thought about. And I'd love to hear your ideas if you have any ideas on how to answer. So the first question is, how might we create uniforms that provide students with a greater sense of spirit and unity? So some of the ideas we're hearing from other groups, just to get your thinking going, is introducing like a house system hoodie, or switching up the logos. We have one board that's doing like really big collegiate style logos on sort of dry fit hoodies. And also maybe talking about uniforms in different ways and have student ambassadors. So I'm curious, what would make you really proud, if anything comes to mind, about wearing the uniform? And if you chat it in, I'll just kind of take notes along the way. So any ideas on that? I noticed someone, thanks for the feedback, Joseph. We have spirit wear to cover that issue, which is interesting, right? Because spirit wear is just a different kind of uniform, but it's called spirit wear. So like, what would make a uniform give you that, let students design it? Love it. Okay. I hear that one a lot for sure. Any other ideas come to mind about what would make you feel really proud to wear your uniform? Different styles of bottoms. Yes. Can you expand on that? I would love having a house system as well as catchier logos. Cool. A couple of the TCDSB schools have reached out about house systems, which is interesting. And I want to be mindful of time, so we're going to go through these really quickly, but then I'm going to send out a survey if you have any thoughts after the session. Cool. So three good ideas. Next one, and this one's pretty important. How might we create uniforms that are more comfortable for students? So I heard lots and lots of feedback that you're not comfortable in your uniform. And I have to tell you, I'm wearing these jeans today that look like jeans, but they have like the stretchy waist. So I think stretchy pants are for sure something that we have on our radar that we're working on. Sort of throwing out this idea of knitwear, and also really good insight from across the group that the polos are like that sort of old style PK, and you like softer stuff. So what would be more comfortable? Someone said kilts. Really interesting, because kilts, believe it or not, were designed to accommodate how our bodies change over time in high school. So it's interesting because kilts were taken away, but a lot of students do tell us they think it's comfortable. I like this one. Not all schools get equal treatment in regards to variety. Awesome. Cargo pants. That's totally on our radar, cargo pants. And I'm super curious what, we have a prototype. I'm super curious when we prototype them, what folks think. This is great. Amazing. Shorts for summer. Yeah, especially one student had really, and I kept going and rereading the notes, because one student talked about, in a lot of the older schools, you don't have AC. And so wearing the uniform pants in the summer is a really big problem, versus like where I work in the office, there's AC that actually makes you freezing cold all the time. Cool. Warm and inexpensive. So that was another theme. Create uniforms that are more comfortable. How do we create uniforms that are more affordable? So this is a really interesting one, because part of the issue with the affordability is you're buying everything at once. And so that can make it kind of tough. So one thing we just started was to allow parents to pay for uniforms over time, which will help decrease the amount spent up front. And something that really surprised me, and I'm so glad I heard this, a lot of students weren't aware that you could return the uniforms for up to 2 years in some cases if it turns out you didn't wear it. So better communication. And I'm really excited about something that we'll probably announce more formally shortly. But we've been working with John Yan, and we're going to create an equity fund, and we've just funded it so that there's a centralized support for uniform assistance. And thank you for your trustees, really, who flagged this issue that we have these uniform assistance programs and many families weren't aware of it. So I think this is a really great example of the power of student voice. So if you have any other ideas, payment plans, it sounds like that was a popular one. This is the tough one to answer for sure. I wish the kilt had better ability to adjust waist. That's actually a way to improve affordability, the adjustable waist, because then you do keep it for a longer amount of time. So thanks for that. That's great. Most kids do not buy the long sleeve and not really worth it. Okay, that's good. So I guess that's the theme of, you know, not having so many items all the time. That's great feedback. Okay. Amazing. And I'm going through these because I know Michael said, don't go over time. So I'm going to try not to go over time. How might we create uniforms that have more varied and better fit options? Oh, I like this question. Can someone explain why kilts are so expensive, please? That's a great question. So kilts, believe it or not, are mostly still made in Canada. And usually each school has a custom tartan. So it's a really complicated manufacturing process because you create pleats, they're hand cut. So they tend to last a really long time. Like if you go in Kijiji, you can see like, you know, you can probably find a kilt from like 20 years ago that's still actually up and running, but it is a pretty expensive item out of the gates for sure. So I really like the idea of keeping the upcycling tradition where these things last forever. And one idea we actually had was to have a trade-in, trade-out program where you bring back your kilts, and we have a, you know, gently used section in each store. COVID kind of messed that up because you can't take in apparel right now, but it's something that we're hoping to do next year for sure. So some of the things we're doing for fit, we are launching a plus and petite size. Definitely better communication about hemming options for sure. I heard a lot of kids actually aren't hemming their pants. They're walking around with pants that aren't hemmed, and it's irritating. So I'm sorry for that. We need to do a better job communicating what the options are. And more stretch are some other ideas we've heard. Some high schools have pleated skirts that have a plaid pattern. That's a great idea, Lisa. So it's not an actual kilt fabric. That's the first I heard of that. Skirts, what are kilts? Great. Very cool. So fit. Interested to hear your feedback on this one for sure. How might we create uniforms that are more functional? So we heard loud and clear, more back pockets, especially on girls' items, because we put these in back pockets. We also heard about the need for maybe some phone pockets. Someone also raised, which I thought was really, really smart, RFID protections. So protection against someone, I guess, stealing your code key and things like that. So we've got all these in the hopper for product development for sure. Phone pockets is definitely a big one. Do folks mind sharing, where do you currently keep your phones? Anyone want to share that on the chat? Like, where are students mostly keeping their phones now? Some kind of pockets for kilts. Cool idea. Yeah, anything is possible if we know about it. Interesting. Kilt pockets. Very cool.
I'm going to call on Keith to answer that question. Keith, where do you currently keep your phone?
Well, I tend to not use my phone in the classroom. I put it in my bag to keep focused. But if you were to ask me, I would usually put it in my pocket of my pants whenever I need to check for the time, because the clock is really far away from me, so I need to use my phone to check the time. But other than that, usually in my bag or my deep pocket, which girls don't usually have deep pockets actually. Like my friend showed me, and it was like there was no space for my phone. Well, my phone would fit in my pants, but in hers, it wouldn't even try. It wouldn't.
Really?
Well, ask Kathy.
Hey,
Kathy, where does your phone go?
Okay, so when I'm walking, I have it in my hand because, okay, so every time I do try to put my phone in my pocket, every time I walk, it's like a super stiff stick in my hand leg, and I'm like, I can't, like, you know, mobility wise, it's not good. So you just like, if I was in person, like a binder and then my phone at the very bottom, just there.
Okay.
And then when I'm in class, depends on what class it is, I can have it on my desk. If not, then it's in my bag.
Awesome.
Let's see what the chat box says. There's one right here which is very interesting.
The waistband of my kilt. Ooh. Interesting. I started keeping my phone in my back pocket of my jeans now, which is a really new thing. And so now when I buy jeans, I look at the back pocket. So this is for sure a screw up in our girls' pants design in my backpack. Cool. Amazing. And I think this need is only going to get bigger because you know, with remote learning, I think you're going to actually start using your phones in class. So we're excited to be able to make that happen. Very cool. I think we answered some of these already, but the other question is, how might we create uniforms that adjust better to the seasons? So what we have jammed on is having more affordable spring and summer options. I think someone even just chatted this right now, more layering options. So like a thinner hoodie so you can take it on and off. So curious, anything comes to mind that's really seasonal? Like, oh, wow, I wish I had this in the winter, or I wish I had this on the summer. This is a hard one. And now we're cold. Last time we had this conversation, around it was really hot, so everyone was feeling hot. Now we're probably all freezing, right? I think it's a tough one. So lots of layering, good pair of shorts for when there's no AC, sweater vest. Interesting. Sweater vest, no AC. Cool. A variation in the length of knee socks. Whoa, for someone reaches above the knee. Pick your sweater. Even I would wear that. Okay, awesome. Very cool. Okay, sweater vests are cute. Awesome. Next one was around individuality. So this is a tough one, right? Because uniforms are intended to be the same, but of course, we also want to create some options for students to express individuality. So I think someone already suggested this in this session, but we're hearing a lot about student-led design because it feels like then a school community owns it. House or grade symbols. I know, I think it was Brave Buff we were talking to a couple of weeks ago, and they're thinking of introducing a house system of some kind. They're not sure yet. And again, the sort of layering options, so you can sort of pick and pack what works for you. But any ideas in terms of individuality, something that you feel like, wow, I could really make this uniform my own if fill in the blank. It's kind of like the opposite of uniform, but I know Michael Power students, for example, make, I like this one, make school uniform colors pop more. Mostly navy and gray. Yes, individuality is scorned at my school. We have artists, so they're, that's an interesting one. They get scorned for it. Well, that's not very good. Madonna used to have different color ties for the grades. Special hoodies for each art area. Maybe different colors for sweaters and add-ons. This is where the students really shine in the creative ideas. Awesome. We just built a design lab at McCarthy's. And it was too bad. It just got finished literally a week before COVID. but it's an actual sewing and makerspace. And our plan was to have more students come into the space and work on product design with us, and also work on, if your school, for example, has a tartan. Well, it did at one point. So we still have all the tartans for all the Toronto schools, even the ones without kilts, but you can make cool stuff with that fabric that we have. We've had it for like generations. So actually, I like Michael's idea around the patches. So for example, if you wanted to, grab some of your old tartan and in a co-op class, make some, someone was making purses with them once. So stuff like that for sure. We were excited about. So hopefully when COVID's over, we can actually get that done. Patches. Cool. I love that idea. Patches. That is so cool. Amazing. Okay. And I'm flying through these to stay to my time, but I'm going to leave you with these questions as well. Because I really want all your feedback if you have it. So another comment that we get for sure is, how do we create uniforms that don't conform to traditional gender norms? So some of the things that we are starting to do at McCarthy's, we're actually eliminating the use of the term girl or boy to make the uniforms a little more inclusive. We don't do a lot of gym wear, but we are definitely going to take a look at all our gym wear, because I heard the volleyball story loud and clear from our focus group, which was one of the young women in the first focus group we did, talked about how her volleyball uniform were like these short shorts still, and the guys have like stuff that's more functional. So that was actually really upsetting for me to hear. So we're doing a school by school review of those, and obviously more flexible fabrics, but anything, I think the gender neutral topic is a big one for sure. Elimination of the terms. If anyone feels that there are other ideas on this topic, I'd love to hear them. This is an emerging area we're hearing about across the country. Absolutely, for sure. In Alberta, a lot of schools with kilts have made the kilts gender neutral, for example. So we want to hear you on these topics as well, for sure. Okay. Amazing. I'm just looking at my time. So that was really quick, but I think I showed you the diamond. It was intended to be quick, actually, because we wanted to sort of share with you what we heard from the student group, get some really, really fast ideas back, like the things that come to mind right away. Because I think when you have the opportunity to share instinctively what comes to mind first, those are often the ideas that are most successful. But we also want to give you the time to reflect. So we're going to send out these questions after. I have a link. And that's a great point on the kilts for designing it differently. There's actually a design element, not just a word element. That's actually a really good point. Amazing. Thanks for that. That's really insightful. So I'm just curious, like how Stephen wants a kilt. Cool. I actually think the kilts, to be honest, kilts in their original design, if you think about where kilts came from, Scotland, they were actually gender neutral items of clothing. And they were designed to be able to wear no matter what your weight was, no matter what your height was, because they're naturally very adjustable. So their roots were in gender neutrality, believe it or not. I'm not sure where along history they became for females only. But curious if anyone has any thoughts, how you feel, what you're thinking. You might not have strong feelings. Do you like being asked about your uniform? Do you not like talking about it? If we go out and implement some of these things, do you think you'd like to volunteer to test some product? What we generally do when we come up with prototypes is we make little packages. We send them out. We ask you to wear them, send us some pics, and give us feedback. So I hope you're feeling good about the fact that, oh, thanks. Very cool to listen to the student voice. Yeah, I think it's really cool. And I can tell you that glad to say you like it. My background does involve a lot of design-based thinking. And what's really interesting to me about this industry is in every other industry, you start with the user, you start with the people who are experiencing and wearing the product. And I don't see why that would be any different at all for school uniforms. So I love the ideas. I love the feedback. And I'm super appreciative to the student trustees and the executive for being really honest with me. I know I'm standing here saying, hey, I run McCarthy Uniforms, and I want you to tell me about how crap you think our uniforms are. But that's actually what I'm doing. So I'm glad that you feel comfortable with me. And Michael, Kathy, Keith have my contact information. I love any and all feedback. Send it to me any time of day. And this is a Survey Monkey. I'm afraid, Michael, I don't know if you can send that out.
Yep. Can you put it in put the link in the private chat?
Sure. That I think I can figure out how to do.
Okay. So here's what Vanessa and I talked about.
Cool.
You might have ideas that come up that, oh, I should have told Vanessa that.
What?
Or, oh, I just thought of this and Vanessa's gone now. So just in case that happens, if you have a light bulb come in your head and you have this idea, we want you to fill out this Survey Monkey and give Vanessa directly your ideas. And every single person that fills out that Survey Monkey, you'll be put in a draw, and the prize will be what, Vanessa?
So jumping off the idea of student-led design, the prize will be a chance to design whatever hoodie you want, and we'll make it for you. So you can put as many patches on it as you want, or just create a design on paper. We'll make it here, and we'll flip it back to you. So it is pretty fast how design is very in the moment now. Like, you don't have to wait as long as you used to.
That is amazing. So again, folks, take all your answers. Make sure to fill out the Survey Monkey, because everyone who fills out the Survey Monkey, you will get one ballot. And if we pull out your ballot for thanking you for filling it out, you get to design your own personalized hoodie with McCarthy's. And that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, we just actually, one student just actually in another contest designed this mask that says peace that I'm wearing, but we manufactured it like in a week. So that was pretty cool. And I should say, in your day-to-day, as you're wearing these things, well, hopefully we'll be back at school wearing them. If something comes up, if you're wearing a uniform and you say, oh, I hate this uniform because fill in the blank, or I wish this had blah, 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 please share that, because that's where the best design innovations come from. I'll stop talking soon, but I'll give you an example. I don't know if anyone wears Lululemon, but the zippers on Lululemon come with an elastic in the zipper. And that came from the fact that a lot of men and women going to work out realized they really wanted an elastic, and they didn't think of it when they left the house. And so having an elastic became something that was an unmet need in the product. So Lululemon's first product did really well because of that user insight. And if you ask someone what's missing in your zip hoodie, no one would have said an elastic. Like, it wouldn't have come to mind. It came to mind from, what are your pain points in the moment, and how do you fix those in a product?
Amazing.
Cool.
So everyone fill out the survey, get a chance to win a custom hoodie. And we want to hear your ideas. Vanessa wants to hear your ideas.
For sure.
Any parting thoughts, Vanessa?
No, I just say keep being amazing, like Mr. Delamore, my old accounting teacher, which I can't believe said. It's really true. You probably don't realize it now, but your energy actually is infectious. So in a day where I have to worry about procurement and this, that, the other thing, like seeing and hearing the students actually gives me a ton of energy. So thank you for your continuous energy and enthusiasm.
Thanks, Vanessa.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Oh, wait. So I hope you guys enjoyed that insightful conversation with Vanessa, and I hope you guys take that survey so you can enter yourself in the raffle that is on the screen to win a customized hoodie of your own design. So I think that would be really cool. Yeah. So we're going to introduce our next guest speaker, Emily L. from Development and Peace. Oh.
Hi, everybody. My name is Emily, and I'm so excited to be here on behalf of DNP. Now, I bet you're probably wondering why I'm upside down, but the map of the world on my shirt is right side up. Or rather, why I'm right side up, but the map of the world on my shirt is upside down. That's because at Development and Peace, we want people to rethink the world. Here at DMP, we believe that there are different perspectives or lenses of looking at things. And when we look at the world through the lens of our Catholic faith, we begin to see pretty quickly that things aren't really working. The social, political, and economic systems we have in place are beneficial for some, usually the wealthy, and are not so beneficial for others, the poor and the marginalized, many of whom live in the global south. So on a typical map, that would be people on the bottom half. But because here at DMP, we are an international development organization, that is people for us on the top half because they are our number one priority. Now, when we say the Our Father, we pray, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Now, if you ask me and you look at our earth and you see all the injustice, all the poverty, and all the inequality, to me, that doesn't exactly sound as it is in heaven. So I want you to reflect, what do you think God's kingdom on earth looks like for you? Because I believe that as Catholics, we are called to build God's kingdom on earth. And as Catholic leaders, you have a super important role to play in setting that example for others to follow. So I don't want to stand here and talk the whole time. I want to bring Kathy and Keith back on, and we can stop the screen share just for now, because I want to hear from you. I want to know, Catholic leaders, because you care so much about making a difference in the world, throw it up in the chat. What are some ways that you think our world needs changing? Kathy, what do you think?
Being more sustainable and kind of more conscious of everything that we do, from like buying our groceries, or like, because I work in a grocery store and I unfortunately do see like a lot of food waste. So kind of just being conscious of everything that we buy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, eco-justice, I think, is a really big one with people today.
For me, it's more so just on the equity side. Like, it's been a long fight and it's still ongoing in terms of like inclusivity, like equal education. It's just a tough battle out here, but we're still continuing to do our best at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Anything in the chat?
Emily, can you restate the question, and then I'll put it on the screen so people know what question you're asking?
For sure. I'm wondering, what are the ways in which you think our world needs changing?
Just waiting for some comments.
10-second delay, yes. Oh, I love that. Random acts of kindness, no matter the size, it can make a huge difference. Beautiful, Alyssa. And Alyssa says climate change and learning how to be more sustainable is definitely a big one. Absolutely. Now, while we're waiting for some more of those things we want to change coming in, what would you say are the obstacles? What's standing in our way of making that change happen? And yes, the basic human rights, just in general, the system doesn't work for everyone. In fact, I would almost argue it only works for 1%, which is definitely not even close to a majority. Advocating for those who aren't heard. Yes. And I see Loser Lords is saying, is having a hard time articulating it. I can relate to that. Access to basic human rights. Racial and LGBTQ representation is very important. Absolutely, Jeff. Thank you for sharing. So as we're waiting for some of those obstacles to come in, I want to hear from Kathy and Keith. What would you say? Why is it so hard to make this change?
I think the system that is created, like you said, it works in the favor of the 1%, which is not the majority. And it's a really tough battle. And we can tell throughout history. We've been fighting the system for so long, and it's kind of hard.
Mhm.
I'd say it's just humanity at this point. I feel like we're the ones like are blocking our potential because we have the potential to be great, but oftentimes there's so ignorant people out there who don't really like acknowledge others' rights, who don't acknowledge like the issues that we're currently facing within our world. And that's why like we're so passionate about making that type of change.
Mm-hmm. And I'm noticing Joseph saying the fact that 1% own over 50% of the rest of the wealth in the world. Absolutely. Governments should put more value into what marginalized citizens have to say. And just to echo what's been said, how the systems are so ingrained that it's like a huge upheaval to build them back up differently. And also, like, some people just don't listen. And discrimination, absolutely. So I want to know, as Catholic leaders, how is it that your faith inspires you to keep going despite all these obstacles to try and make that change in the world?
We do have another Catholic leader that felt inclined to come on screen to give her responses to your first two questions, and then you could also pose your response
Awesome.
to your third question. I invited Lisa up.
OMG, hi Emily. Long time no see.
How's it going?
It's going great. It's going great. I just figured, because we had this conversation with the elementary students and they gave amazing feedback too. Like, even at such a young age, they already have that understanding of like everything is really unfair as it is right now, which is kind of why I always mention the thing of like, it's a system built to only work for one person or one kind of person, which obviously isn't good enough. And there's a lot of work that can be done, even if it's just, in our own daily lives on a really small scale, or even, through things like CSLIT, where we all get to work together and do it together kind of thing. I think it always ties back to Catholicism and religion because those are Catholic values, It's about working together and getting things done.
I love it. And even that sense of community that we get from gathering as a group of Catholics and going, okay, I'm not alone in this struggle. There's other people who are also inspired by their faith to keep going. I want to give some shout outs to the chat. Celia said, we live in a white privileged colonized world. Big obstacle. Absolutely. Jeff says, giving marginalized youth the chance to better their lives through easier and cheaper access to education. Amen. I love it. So I want to chat briefly about this essay, this encyclical that Pope Francis wrote to help inspire Catholics to keep going through these obstacles. It's called Laudato Si, which is actually Old Italian. I thought it was Latin. But we're going to give, thanks to Kathy and Keith for agreeing this, an extra pizza entry for anybody in the chat who can correctly, for the first person in the chat, sorry, to correctly define Laudato Si. What does that mean? In the meantime, this is an essay or an encyclical written by Pope Francis to encourage Catholics to change the world by caring for our common home. That's its subtitle, and for each other. Michael Consul says, extra pizza? Who's paying for it?
Michaela says,
I thought it was an extra pizza.
you might. LOL.
Yes, Dominique. Praise to you. You got it.
Go Dom.
Awesome. And Ellie's laughing, I think, so hard because I totally, at the last CSLIT meeting, said that it was Latin. And then my boss was like, hey, I watched your presentation. Great job. Actually, it's Old Italian.
And I speak Italian fluently, and I had no idea. So we'll pretend we'll write it off. It's all good.
All for kudos to Dominique.
We won't tell anyone. It's okay. Secrets with us.
We did have some pretty close seconds. So way to go, Lorena and Jeff and Sarah. So Development and Peace, DMP, has been inspired by Laudato Si and has created a schools engagement program called the Laudato Si, or as I like to call it, the Praise Be school program, as a way of helping us bring the challenges from that encyclical to life. So this is a badge program. So if anyone here has done brownies or scouts, you will know all about this. You get badges for doing different challenges. So for example, if you help promote global justice through an art project, whether that be visual art, or perhaps you write a school play or like a 10-minute little skit that you put up on Zoom, you would get the artsy fartsy badge. And then Keith is going to share his screen. Again, thank you so much for that. Because rather than me telling you all the names of the badges, we are going to play Name That Badge. And yes, again, there are pizza entries on the line. So get those fingers warmed up in the chat box. You're going to see a couple emojis, and they represent a different badge that you can earn through the Laudato Si school program. And the first person in the chat, guess it right, gets another entry.
Okay. Am I allowed to play?
No.
Oh no! Oh, I was really hoping.
But has a big advantage here. So
That's fair. That's
Okay. Keith,
all right.
get it rolling.
Is there another one, or is this just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. I don't know actually.
Money and hands.
Money hands.
Money hands.
I think it's
Money
Monopoly.
hands.
Praise.
You know, like jazz hands, but for money.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Money hands.
How did I not get that one?
I know. I don't know. It's totally not your fault. It's a difficult one. Money hands.
Does anyone have a guess though in the chat box?
It's money hands. Gosh.
Oh,
Praise money.
yes.
I think my favorite one is. Oh wait, where did it go? No, this one is my favorite comment.
Praise Capitalism really said.
Wait, whoa. So the first person to actually get it is it Fundraiser? Fundraiser.
So we will give that to Diona. Way to go.
Okay.
All right, next badge. And there we go. Yeah.
It's Bean Sprout.
Jack and the Beanstalk badge.
My favorite movie.
Is that a broccoli?
Thank goodness it's
I think
not.
it's broccoli. I like broccoli.
I love broccoli. It's a good vegetable.
Do you like? How do you eat your broccoli?
Okay, so like in Italy, we like steam them and then you serve them with like a balsamic vinegar
Nice.
and like salt and oil, like normal people things. But it's
Whoa. So many. Which one is it?
I think Audrey got it because it is the tree planter badge.
planting trees.
trees.
Go Audrey. Growth badge is a good one.
Leaf
Yeah.
to tree. Someone said leaf to tree.
Grassroots is also a good guess.
Ooh, grassroots. I like it.
Keith?
So I think we can head to the next slide. Awesome.
Tree planter. Yes, broccoli.
Broccoli.
I'm giving
Yes.
to you. Okay.
So I think that's exact. I think that's what exact is. Yes. Mhm.
It's the executive council.
Maybe it's a birthday party.
Diona got it again with Stacy in a very, very close second. It is in
Birthday
fact
party.
Peace Party badge. So this is December of every year. Hopefully by this December it will be in person, but last year it was virtual. And the plus side of that is we were able to meet up with a partner of ours from the Global South. So the idea is that we'll be connecting students in Canada with students in the Global South and brainstorming ways that we work in our lives for peace. All right, what's next? 4 here, Keith. So we'll give them a little more help.
Clothes. That's all I got.
Close finger.
Oh,
That's actually close.
I think there's more to it, guys. I think
Yeah.
you're really close.
oh, I think it's Loser
I
Lord.
think it's Stace. Oh, Miss Lords.
Miss
Oh.
Lords. Congratulations. It is in fact the dress
How did we not get this one,
Speak
Elisa?
badge. So
I'm not allowed to guess.
Ugh, how did I not get this one?
So that badge you'll earn by having a Cities Day, kind of like we were just chatting about with the McCarthy's rep, and raising awareness about sweatshops. But on to the next one. This is
Thinking about
Pensive runner.
the Pensive Runner badge. Oh.
Ugh, I thought it was thinking about running. Gosh.
I think MK.
You don't
That'd be
think about
so
running
silly.
instead of actually running. It burns the same amount of calories.
Stop. So I think it is MK. So she did type fast enough this time.
Awesome. Yes, it is in fact the Think Fast badge. And the next slide is a little video that I want to share for those of you who haven't heard of a Think Fast, but I want you throwing it up in the chat if you've ever been part of one. But this is just a very quick little video to give you a sense of what the Think Fast is.
Keith, you might have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it playing?
Awesome.
Oh, where are we? There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh no! Wait.
No, I
Oh.
didn't.
No.
How do I get out of here? Wait.
So if we go to the next slide, yes, in fact, please do
There
put
we
your
go.
calendars
There,
on
okay,
March.
Keith. There we go.
Yay, there we go. March 18th to 19th. This, I know, I'm seeing in the chat. No,
No food.
Yeah, that is why I put the very intense music, because I remember in high school when I did the Think Fast, it was a very hard thing for me. I love my food and my constant snacks. So this is a fundraiser / awareness raiser for you to be in solidarity with people who in the Global South and even in our own country don't have access to their fair share and three square meals a day. So we raise awareness and funds in our school community. So if you want to learn more about the Think Fast, we'll be throwing a link in the chat where you can sign up on a Google form. So I will keep you in the loop of all of our virtual meetings and things for the Think Fast.
Yeah, and I actually did this last year as well. It was really fun.
Do you want to speak a little bit about it?
We're gonna comment the link for everyone. There we go.
At first, like, I thought it would be fine, and then actually doing it, I was like, oh, this is a whole new level. But I kind of just slept it off because we started at 7 and then we would end like at 12 p.m. But once it was like 11 p.m., I was like, oh, I'm so ready to feast. I can't wait. But it was such a fun experience. I met tons of new people. We even watched a movie, and then we did like scavenger hunts, which was really cool. Pretty sure Mike was on that as well. And it was like a really fun experience, I would say. I definitely recommend signing up, everyone.
Awesome. And so the downside of it being virtual is obviously that we can't all sleep over at our school and do scavenger hunts, which is super fun. But the plus side is that even if your school isn't necessarily signed up for a school Think Fast, you can personally do it on your own and join people from all across Canada that are doing it together. So yes, Lean Bean, to answer
Me
your
too,
question.
Elisa.
I did not know that.
Me too,
I don't know
Elisa.
that.
I just saw that.
They used to do this at Madonna, apparently, and we didn't get to do it.
When? Like 5 years ago?
So big.
I'm ready. I demand answers now.
So Keith, if we head to the next slide, this is my email address. So everybody make a note. If you have any questions about ThinkFast or anything else, feel free to reach out to me anytime. I won't respond anytime, but I will respond when I'm back in the office. And we have just a couple more batches for you today to get those
3 years ago.
in.
Grade 9? 3 years ago. Okay.
There's more badges.
No baby bottle.
No baby water.
Babies, no water.
No water for babies.
No milky. No milk.
No milk.
It's not chocolate milk.
It's It's milk formula before you add the water. I don't know if that's how you make formula, but
Maybe.
okay, I'm sorry.
I have to say Baby Yoda and No Baby Tears are my favorite, although they are and
No
so
baby drought batch.
Just no babies.
Oh, is it? I think it might be Teresa.
I think Teresa did it.
OMG, go Teresa.
I mean,
Yeah.
baby
baby water stop.
Please do.
That's a good one.
Sorry. No babies.
Keith?
And just to tell you how passionate I was about this campaign when they did it in my high school back in 2010, I really, really appreciated the bottled water free challenge for development and peace, and petitioned my school board to become bottled water free, which I know in Toronto is another passion of yours.
We should have done that. I should have done that, sorry, last year. Ugh. I should have pulled up with a costume.
I could have lent you mine. Thank you, MK. I appreciate
Rotation of the earth.
Ooh, very close.
Right, Elisa? That looks...
It's like that one's like what summer looks like, and that one's like what winter looks like.
I like flipping
Yeah.
earth. Oh, yes, I think
Ooh.
Julianne, I think we'll give it to you because it is the World Changer badge. So this badge is super easy to get when you sign up your school to be one of the Laudato Si schools. You get to pick any of the badges that you're hoping to work towards throughout the year, and then you'll also be connected with me, your local development and peace animator, to help you carry out those goals. And one of you, will get a free t-shirt mailed to you upon registration, and you have to flip a world. So I like the name World Flipper, Globe Flipper, in your school, world map. Flip it upside down and take a picture of yourself with the world upside down and a little paper that we give you to explain why it is that we want people to rethink the world.
We have a quick question.
Yes, Jeff, it is as simple as that. Once you fill out the form, you are registered, and we will be in contact with you to confirm that your school is a new Laudato Si school. So I think, and yeah, again, my email address in case you want to get involved. Let me know. And then I think we have one more slide, which is, yes, our Instagram account, which we created. We're very excited about. And this time I'm not making any more pizza promises that I don't have the right to make. This time from DMP, we will mail you a t-shirt of your choice of size and shape for one person that we will draw randomly tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock who follows us on Instagram. So give us a follow at DevPeaceOn for your chance to be entered into our t-shirt draw. And thank you, Teresa, the best Catholic memes. That was been a really fun pastime of mine, making Catholic memes. Check them out at DevPeace Ontario. And if you are hoping to get even more involved in development and peace, and I love you for it, you can attend the virtual DMP Youth Assembly, which is coming up on Saturday, February 6th. And the first half of the morning, it's going to be a really long day, but the first half is open to absolutely anyone who is just maybe a little curious to learn more about DMP. And again, I will ask kindly for someone to throw that link up in the chat. And MK, I love that you've unfollowed
There we go.
follow us so that you can get your draw.
Dominique says that she's going to follow on both of her accounts.
Amazing. I love it. And once we've drawn the t-shirt, maybe you can encourage your friends to also follow us. Like, don't give them an extra draw, but like, you know, after that. So in conclusion, I just want to say that as my job, it is an animator, which essentially means to bring to life the campaigns and the messages of development and peace. So it has been an absolute honor and privilege to get to speak to Catholic leaders today about this work that means so much to me, and I hope means something to you too.
Thank you so much for coming and joining our General Assembly and sharing all things development and peace. I think it's really great, and I hope everyone signs up for everything that we've talked about because it seems really fun, and yeah, it's a great way to stay connected. So thank you so much. If everyone wants to say thank you to Emily, make sure you follow the Instagram. It's scrolling down there somewhere.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
No problem. We'll see her later. I'm gonna call on Magda
Hey guys, I'm back.
to introduce our game. Magda, what are we playing?
Okay, I'm actually very excited for this one. So I don't know if you guys have ever watched the show Wild and Out with I think Nick Cannon hosted it. And so they basically the whole show is just spitting rhymes, spitting bars. And today we're gonna be using it to we're kind of going to duplicate that session that they do called Who We Introduce In. And then, but instead our lyrics are going to be about a person that we want you guys to kind of find who it is. Like, use the clues in the lyrics. Who are we? Who are the people behind the lyrics? So it's kind of like a little mystery game. And if you guys are the first, because I'll be checking the comments, if you guys are the first to get the correct answer, your name will go into the wheel of names that we normally reveal who gets the pizza lunch from. And so this is supposed to be I think it's gonna be really fun.
Hey, can I play?
Sure.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Can my friend Michael Kakamo play?
Yeah, Michael Kakamo.
Sure.
Here we go.
And we're also gonna call on our hosts,
Hi guys.
Michaela and Ellie again. So it's a full house, I think.
Hey. Yeah, you can't get rid of me that easy.
We're gonna put
I
you
always
back
come
in
back.
so you can keep eyes on the chat box. So, is everyone ready? Is everyone on the screen ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I don't know how to play, but I'm ready.
I can't
Okay.
rap.
That makes sense.
You don't have to rap. You can read it like lyrical poetry. It's okay.
Oh, we're going full poetry. All right.
Sometimes I have
Yeah.
no sense of rhythm, so
Okay. So, who wants to go first? Elisa. What does this say? What does this slide say?
I am a trustee. I have been aboard Welcome before, and I represent Ward 9.
Kakamo knows.
Let's like go easy on Kakamo. It's
Cassie.
Kathy.
Cassie, it's
You're
you.
Ward
I think
9
it's
now.
It's you,
Cassie.
Cassie.
Yes, I am the board
Okay.
welcome.
This
This is a
one's
very
kinda
long board
hard.
welcome.
Ward 9. I don't know. Kakamo will. There is no Ward. Is there a Ward 9? Oh, yeah. there is.
12.
We have 12 trustees.
Someone got it.
I think I know the answer.
It can't be Kakamo because he's a superintendent, right? That's how it works, right? That's how the board
Everyone's
works,
saying
right?
Kakamo though.
I think it's Michael.
Definitely Kakamo.
It's probably because he raised his hands though.
Other people.
I see the answer. Is that the
Ooh, I
answer?
saw the answer.
Yes.
That is.
I think
Okay, are you ready
Steven.
for this? Are you ready? Lisa, who is it? Who is it?
No. Bestie. Bestie
I
Norm.
love Norm.
Bestie Norm. Yes. Michaela, if you want to read the next one.
Yes. Okay. I'm a superintendent. I've been aboard welcome and closing remarks before. And I'm Mike's boss. I wonder,
I wonder who this is.
This is a hard one. This is a really
This is
hard
so
one.
difficult.
This one's so
It's
hard.
the vibes only.
I don't know who it is.
Mike, do you know? Do you know who your boss is?
I have no boss.
Mike is actually
after this.
unemployed.
He's fired up.
He's actually unemployed.
But even
Yeah,
unemployed.
We're gonna find a new Catholic student leadership
No,
moderator.
he's his own boss. He's actually like self-employed. Don't worry about it, guys.
Yep.
I have no boss because I'm going to be fired
He's
tomorrow.
fired.
Lord says it's me. I am Mike's
Yeah.
boss. I am
Mike's
also
boss.
I am a trustee for Ward 9 and I am Mike's boss at the same time.
Every answer is just Kathy. You're bound to win at some point.
Oh, there's the answer right there. There is the
It's
answer.
Merle. It's definitely Merle.
That is the
That's
boss.
the one.
Oh, Miss Yeraki.
Okay, so I think
Baby
someone did
Yoda?
get it
Oh my-
earlier. Let me go find it.
Oh, I don't know how they would possibly come up with that, Kathy.
Dawn
How
says
would they
it's
know the
her.
answer to this?
I agree. Oh, Michael Kakamo.
Hey, can you go back to the last slide? I need to take a screenshot of this.
I am Mike's boss. Mike is unemployed now.
All right, I got it.
I am.
I think it's Merle.
Mike's
Celio
ex-boss.
is right.
Oh, there it is, Chase.
Dom says
Roy McGucken.
Rory.
Respects.
Stan Rory.
All right, you can go to the next slide.
Elisa.
Oh, this is a good one. Sorry. I am a York University educator. I used to have Mike's job, and I'm a former Brave Buff educator. I wonder if people know who this is.
I know.
Have you seen this person before, Lisa? I'm
I
trying.
don't know if they have. I know
Maybe
EC
not.
You know
has.
who this is? You're a real one.
EC
Yeah,
Slit
you're an
has.
OG. You've been here.
Oh,
You got some answers.
I see it.
Fiona says it's
Those are
me.
so quick.
Ugh, so it's
How
not.
did you know? I'm a York University educator, y'all. I teach student-teacher candidates,
Campo.
actually.
Joseph, type slower. Oh my God.
Mr.
Come
Campo.
on. Come on. Give everyone a chance.
Yeah, no, I still think it's Elisa. She's a York U educator. She used to actually have Mike's job and taught at Brave Buff.
Yeah,
at one
after
point.
I got Mike's job, then I started working for Mike. You know, that's how it goes.
Before you go to the next slide, let's ask Kakamo what the answer is.
drum roll, please. Greg Rogers.
Is he right? Is he right?
It's me. No, it's Greg.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that picture.
Greg, aka Mr. Camp Olympia. Yeah, we stand Greg Rogers.
Mike's been Mike for so long. I didn't know this. Carl.
Before Mike was Mike, Greg was Mike. Actually,
Where was Mike?
No, Greg
before
was
Mike was Greg, Greg was Greg. Oh,
One of the reasons why is because I started doing Catholic student leadership for only elementary for 6 years, for like 7, 8 years. So that's why everyone here started in elementary and then moved up with me when I went to secondary. So that's probably why.
He grew with Mike.
Period.
That is so
we're
poetic.
old.
Hey, don't say that. Don't say that.
All right, next question.
Okay, next one. I'm a trustee. I'm also a former board welcome, and I represent Ward 3.
So I think it's Keith.
Oh,
Yep, it's Keith, yeah.
Guys, it's Keith.
Obviously,
I didn't even live in that
it's
ward.
obviously Mike Console. It is obviously Mike Console.
I don't think I would ever want to become a trustee.
Oh, no.
You're eliminating words.
You're fighting.
You're gonna say that in front of a superintendent and 2 student trustees? Just like that.
I'd rather be a teacher. I'd rather be a teacher than a trustee.
Telling on you. I don't know who
She's
I'm
gonna tell
gonna
Norm. She's gonna tell Norm.
We caught you in 4K.
No, I'm gonna tell Dr. Brown. I'm telling on you.
All right. So before we go to the next slide, let's see if Kakamo knows the answer.
I think it's Trustee Lepretti.
I don't know. Is it? A lot of people are saying it's me and Keith.
Yeah,
Obviously,
actually.
MK.
Yeah.
We moved to that
actually
ward.
me.
We moved
Oh,
to that ward
Therese.
last week.
Therese.
We do have some
Thanks for
answers.
the review.
Ida.
Ida, I love her.
Yeah.
I love Ida.
Okay, I think this is our last one, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
I don't want to leave.
No, you can't get rid of me. All right.
Ooh, that's a typo. It is I was a trustee.
I was a trustee.
Oh, I know who this is.
I am a Cardinal Carter graduate. I studied law. Oh, I was like,
Kathy.
I was like, how are we gonna
Kathy.
Yes, it is
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, Kathy goes to Carter, actually.
Carter.
Part-time university now.
Yeah, actually,
She
it's
already
like
did the job.
a year, like every other week. I'm in.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
I study law every other week.
Do they need first name and last name or just first name?
It's
It's not-
actually Mr. Michael Consul.
It's not
Fun
Barack
fact.
Obama.
I think we're doing first name and last name, but are you guys ready? I think the crowd knows who it is. I think they know,
It is Miss Taylor Dolan.
and that is me 2 years ago,
And that's Joel.
Oh,
and that is Joel.
Former student trustee.
Yeah, former,
Three trustees.
like
right there.
3 times removed.
He's like the cousin that you still invite to like the dinner party.
No,
We love Joel.
we do.
Dom says bonus points for
Ooh,
where she goes.
yeah,
in
you know what? Bonus entry for whoever can get wherever she studies now.
Columbia.
So Taylor graduated last year.
Harvard.
Now
I
she
think it's
goes to what post-secondary institution?
I think it's UCLA.
Pratt.
I thought she took a 5th year.
She's still at Carter. She studies law at Carter.
Actually, she's still at Carter. She's still studying drama on the side.
You got a lot of
Got law
answers.
at Carter.
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
everyone knows this one though. Charisse got it first. Congrats. She does study at Yale. Woo.
Our queen.
All right. Was that the last question?
That is. So we're actually going to announce our winner after our closing prayer. But thank you so much for everyone who participated. It's a really fun new game, and I think we might have to start doing it a little more. Maybe we'll include GA members. Who knows?
And exec members?
Just do the exec council. You gotta go read
No,
up
we
on
don't
the
say the
exec code.
position. We say other very specific things, like, oh, this person has a dog.
No, very non-specific things. We all got dogs now.
Yep.
So before we go to closing prayer, let's ask Mr. Kakamo to say a few words.
How's it going, folks? All's well. Thanks so much for having me to say a few closing words. I always enjoy watching the CSLIT General Assembly, watching Catholic student leadership in action, in such amazing action that you guys put forth, and always having a great time doing it. I love the giggles. I love the laughter. It's important to have fun when you're doing the great work that you're doing. So I'm glad that that's happening. Two things: accomplishing wonderful things and having a great time doing it. So it's really nice to see all of the social justice issues that you are undertaking, working with Development and Peace, working with the uniform McCarthy's. I think it's wonderful, and I think you should all be proud. Keep it up. You always get out what you put in, you know that. And so I'm just so glad to see that the numbers keep going up with respect to student engagement. I've told this to Mike Consul before, that while doing these meetings virtually, it's a challenge. It's not the same as being face-to-face, shoulder-to-shoulder, arm in arm, but it's an opportunity for more and more people to get involved than we would normally have involved, which is a bonus, the silver lining around the cloud. So I'm so glad that you are proceeding in innovative ways to make sure student engagement is live and well, student voice is loud and clear, and you're having a great time doing it. So keep it up, folks. God bless you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I miss being in person so much, though.
I know.
Me too.
But keep it great.
Like
Keep it great.
literally arm around each other's shoulders. Ugh.
Waving flag.
When COVID is over eventually, I will have to come back. Just
I'll sneak you in.
a couple victory GAs, a couple of them.
We're gonna have a major pizza party when
Definitely.
COVID is over.
Yes.
I think everyone will be tired of pizza by then, honestly.
Yeah, Mr. Caco.
We might have to offer some tacos.
Taco party.
Just
Taco
get everyone boba. Get everyone boba.
Boba party. That'll be good. I miss that too.
Tiramisu
Tiramisu.
for everyone.
And
For
after
everyone.
That's Keith's love, tiramisu.
Yeah. Every single board meeting.
you know
All
what
right.
tiramisu means, Keith?
Pardon?
Do you know what tiramisu means?
No. I just eat it. What does it mean?
Well, it's a dessert.
Yeah.
Obviously. It's a beautiful cake.
Yeah.
Cake means lift me up.
Oh,
That is
that's cute. That's so cute.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Now
remember
we have
that.
to get more. Keith,
I'm gonna-
we have to
yeah,
devise a plan
yeah.
how many slices we're eating per meeting.
Mr. Kakamo.
Thank you, guys. Keep up the great work. Keep safe, keep well, and in touch.
Awesome. Okay. Ooh. Gonna throw back on the screen. Keith and I are just gonna go through some announcements now. So a reminder that right after this session, we have our mindfulness session. That's about 30 minutes. Okay, there we go. Keith, if you wanna kick this one.
CSLIT updates. Here's our Catholic Student Leadership Instagram account. So you know how we have CSLIT, eCSLIT. This is just entire department as a whole.
Yep.
Just to keep up with us.
On Wednesday, February 17, which is in, I think, 2 weeks or 3 weeks,
Yeah.
we have our faith webinar, which is a student-led spiritual nourishment. So it has like videos, discussions, guest speakers, personal sharing. I know the last one was about teens and their faith. So if you guys could join our next one, it would be spectacular.
And for CSL hoodie orders, you can order them at catholicstudentleadership.com and stay representing Catholic Student Leadership. As you can see here, Mike is actually wearing it right now.
Mine is in the wash.
Same. That's why I couldn't wear it. It's fine. Thanks, Mike.
Awesome. And keep updated and in touch with us. So this is our website. That's most likely how you got here to begin with. So
yeah,
keep checking that for updates. We always have like opportunities posted, as well as our other Instagram and our Twitter at CSLIT_TCSB. Like we're posting like nonstop there. Every single opportunity that we have, it's there. So yeah.
And here are our upcoming CSLIT dates. So next up is the GA meeting at February. There's 2 Februarys for some reason. It's fine. And then the rest are the future ones: March, April, May, and then the June barbecue is to be determined, as well as the gala. We're still planning with social affairs and whatnot, but we'll keep you updated.
Yeah. And our next meeting, of course, is Tuesday, February 23rd, 2021. I guess we just did closing remarks, but
yeah,
he is our selfie super. One time I called him a soupy selfie. We're gonna call on Julia, our faith ambassador, once again for closing prayer.
All right, so I invite you all to join me in prayer as we sum up our CSLIT GA. Let us place ourselves in the presence of the Lord as we pray. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Dear God, we pray that we may grow closer to you in each and every little thing that we do. Whether it be saying a small prayer of thanks when we wake up in the morning, when we share a meal with our family, or even when we pay a good deed forward to create a chain effect of love and kindness. As young adults, we pray that you may help us all grow in our journey of faith and help us to prosper and succeed in the unique plans you have set for each and every one of us. All this we pray in Jesus' name, in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Thank you for joining me in prayer, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.
Thank you so much, Julia. Have a good night.
Thank you so much, Julia. Okay. What is next? Keith, what is next?
I think we're about to find out who won.
I don't know. Let me call up MK. What's next? What's up?
Wheel of Names is next. Let me pull that up right now.
Yeah. I want to share your screen.
Yeah, man. Let me just.
Oh my gosh. Why is this? I'm so excited.
There it is.
So excited. Ooh. Okay. So that's everyone's name.
Are you ready to spin?
Okay. Yeah. One spin. And
one spin only?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, let's go.
Let's do it.
Oh,
whoever wins, please send CSLIT, our Instagram account, a DM and
Joseph
you got it. You know, okay, he's been watching CSLIT since
he even said he hates the Wheel of Names.
He's been watching our online GAs since March. He's dedicated. Every single meeting, every single event, he is there. You deserve this.
He hates the Wheel of Names, but it worked in his favor this time.
I know.
Our power, Joseph.
Wow. I love the wheel he said.
Never mind.
Switching up already.
Psych. Never seen it before. Joseph, I'm gonna send you a text message later and we'll get you your pizza. Congrats. And Stacy, if you're still watching, please DM the CSLIT account so we can get you a gift card. All right, bestie vibes only.
That's amazing.
Awesome. Okay, so wow, that was really deserving.
I do have one announcement. I'm going to call Elisa up to talk about CSLIT, and the reason why is because we have a student leadership conference Thursday and Friday this week, and we need volunteers to help in the conference, and then Elisa can give you more details now.
Yeah, so like Mike mentioned, we're running a leadership conference for elementary students. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're really excited about it. And as Mike also mentioned, we need some high school volunteers. There are 4 different sessions you can volunteer for, or you can volunteer for all of them. So there's Thursday in the morning, Thursday in the afternoon, Friday in the morning, and Friday in the afternoon. And you'll be helping out with workshops. You'll get to, meet a facilitator, introduce your facilitator. It's going to be some fun stuff. You'll get to interact with some kiddos, and then you can come and join us for our all together things. There's going to be a talent show and some really fun stuff planned for the day. If you do want to volunteer, shoot me an email or a DM on Instagram. I can put my email in the comments, right, Mike?
Yeah. So we got DJ Natty B. We have 25 different workshops. We have Sarah Wells, an Olympian. We have an amazing closing ceremonies. So if you are able to help out to get volunteer hours, then please send Elisa a DM. And it is during school. It is all day Thursday, but you can let us know if you can participate all day or just the morning or just the afternoon, depending on your classes, or if you have any assignments or exams, or all day Friday or just the morning or just the afternoon. So let Elisa know. We do need some additional help.
Oh yeah, and it is for volunteer hours, and I know it's been really difficult to get those hours this year. So you can get 4 hours, 3 hours for helping for the whole day, or 2 for just the morning and 2 for just the afternoon. And there was one more question, and now I'm completely forgetting. It is during school hours, but there's a permission form, so you'll be excused from class, so it won't go down as an absent.
Yeah. So email Lisa, and we hope for you to volunteer. And I'll call Kathy and Keith up to end the meeting and introduce our guest speaker, because it's that time where people feel stressed and might, need some form of relaxation. So this next part is for you if you're able to stay.
Yes, for sure. I also, just to the ILITE thing, this is my 6th year attending. Yep, 6. Went in elementary school, and that's probably the reason why I'm here today. So if you can help out, please, please, please do. So Keith, if you want to introduce our next guest.
We're actually going to call up a former guest already. She's been here through many of our General Assemblies. Alexia.
Hey.
Hi, Alexia from Peace, Love, and Harmony.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Keith. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone, for these amazing assemblies that you put on. You guys do such a great job. I love watching you present and everything that you share. So thank you.
No problem. Thank you so much.
Amazing. And yeah, thank you for everyone who can stay. I will also be at the ILITE conference and look forward to seeing you there. And today, actually, you are going to get a little sneak preview of some information that might be shared at our workshop in ILITE. And this can be some next level information that could change how you experience life or your perspective. So I really encourage you to watch this, whether you watch it live now or on the recording, because I know it's dinner time and you've been here for a while, so no worries. But whoever can stay, I welcome you to stay and to experience this. So I'm going to share the screen with you here. And also encourage you to share if you have any questions, comments, anything like that at all throughout the presentation. I'm so grateful and excited to be here with all of you. So, okay, perfect. So you can see it there. So yes, this is the Love, Peace, Harmony meditation. And I always love to include this slide because I did graduate from Cardinal Carter and in the Toronto Catholic District School Board. And so it always feels like home coming back here and being with all of you, and just have so much love for each of you. And this is just a little example of the journey. I think a lot of us know each other from all of this time that we've spent together at these assemblies. But if you're just meeting me for the first time, I host meditations and different workshops for empowerment for young people. And so for this slide, I really wanted to start off with a question. And you can answer this, or you can just answer this in your heart and answer it for yourself. And it is, I encourage you to just take a moment, just close your eyes and just take a deep breath. We're going to take a few deep breaths, and these are really fun breaths. They're like deep cleansing breaths to just really breathe in and out. So you want to breathe in and release. And what we're doing is we're breathing in beautiful golden healing light, breathing in nourishment, light, love, and breathing out any tension, any pain, any negativity. And just tune in with how you're feeling. And you can answer this in your heart, or you might not have a word. It might just be a feeling. There's so much in our life that is beyond language. How do you explain everything that we experience? A lot of the times it's a feeling, or maybe it's a knowing, a feeling in your heart. Some people call that following your heart, following your gut, whatever that is for you. And just feel whatever you're feeling today and have space for all of it. Maybe it's excitement, maybe you're hungry, maybe you're tired. Could be so many different things. We are so multifaceted. You can feel joyful and feel sad at the same time. We are whole beings, whatever it is that we feel as who we are. So whatever you're feeling, just tune into that. And this is just a little message that God's plan for you, for your life, exceeds the circumstances of your day. So always remember in your heart that you are loved, no matter what is going on in the world, no matter what is going on outside of you. God has a plan, and you are a very important part of that plan. In fact, I would go so far as to say that you are living that plan through your existence. So it is that trust that takes you through the day. And often it's beyond what we can even comprehend. And so this has been a very interesting time for us. These are just some, memes about everything that's going on in the world right now. And if any of it resonates, you can definitely share. But this is just to speak to all the things that are happening in the world right now. But one of the main takeaways is that I have the power to heal myself. You have the power to heal yourself. And together we have the power to heal the world. And so that is really what Love, Peace, and Harmony is about. That we have the power to heal ourselves, and that others are empowered to do that, and that together we can heal the world. We can bring more love, peace, and harmony to the world, more positivity, more joy, and that it starts within. And so you might see behind me the calligraphies, and we've used these in some of our meditations. They're amazing. So we are going to get to that very soon as well. It's kind of like a Tai Chi movement meditation. So we've shared that, but how do we heal our stress and our worry and our fear and our sadness and anything that we might go through on a day? And one of the biggest tools that we can empower ourselves with is meditation, is these different practices. And meditation is not just being quiet and sitting still, although that can be a wonderful meditation, but it can be dancing, singing, running, all kinds of different actions. Our life can be meditation. And so this information that I'm about to share with you completely transformed my life. And so this is a little bit of why are we doing these meditations. And so this is a doctor named Emoto, and he's famous for his book, Hidden Messages in Water. And basically what he did was a study where he used water and he gave it different messages. Some were loving and positive, and some were negative and hurtful. And then under a microscope, he looked at the water molecules. And what we see is astounding. And when we think about it as humans, we know that we are the majority of water. I don't know the exact percentage, but it's something like 70% water or some huge number. Our majority makeup is water. And so when we think about that, let's look at this. So these are some beautiful messages: compassion, thank you, wisdom. I believe this one on the far right was taken after some prayer. People prayed to the water. And now here at the bottom, this is showing some different other frequencies, really negative messages and, really intense heavy metal music. And then this shows water before and after prayer on the far right. So it shows us the power of what it is that we're doing, the power of the messages that we tell ourselves, and the impact that they have, not only for our heart and for our mind, to feel more peaceful and to feel grateful, but literally the molecular structure of our body. So we are literally healing ourselves. And here's just some more examples: before and after, positive thoughts, before and after prayer. So just showing how powerful prayer is, how powerful meditation is, how powerful these affirmations are for healing and to help to bring us into alignment. What does that mean? To bring us health and happiness, to bring us to feel good, to feel better. And so we're going to move into a very short meditation, but the length isn't always representative of the power. You could have a very short experience and have a very powerful, impactful transformation. So that is what we're going to do today. So what we're going to do today is we're actually going to listen to this Love, Peace, Harmony song, and it has lyrics. It starts with this lula, lula, li. It's kind of hilarious. It's like soul language. It's just kind of like a free heart song. And then it moves into English. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. And there's also Mandarin Chinese on this one. So if you speak Mandarin, you will connect to that part of the song. And if you don't, you can just simply listen. And this song is actually translated in over 50 languages and counting. So when you have the app, there's Hindi. I know they're working on Bengali, Korean. So it really is a universal song. And it's about healing. It's about rejuvenation. And it's a calling to all of humanity and everyone and everything on this planet to connect in love. And we use these techniques, which you are likely very familiar with if we've done these meditations together. So we say hello, we ask, please bless, and then whatever that experience is for you. So we connect to, God and to the heavens and to Mother Earth, and we express what is it in our life right now that we need to experience more love, peace, and harmony. We could have negative thoughts. It could be a relationship, our home life, our school, or if we don't have anything, which we probably all do have something, but if you don't at this time, you can simply just prevention, cultivate more energy, more joy, or also offer it to someone you love, to someone who might need to feel more love. And so what we're going to do is we're going to experience all these different things in a short 5-minute meditation using the calligraphies. And these calligraphies are love, peace, and harmony. And so we're going to listen to the love, peace, harmony song, and we're going to trace the love, peace, harmony calligraphies. And so what you can do is you can stand or you can sit, whatever feels good for you. But when you stand, it's like a Tai Chi movement, kind of like a dance. And so what you want to do is pretend you're holding a ball in front of your lower abdomen and trace these calligraphies as we listen to the music. And what we're doing is we're connecting this message of love, peace, and harmony. And we're receiving it for our life, but we're also offering it out to the world, creating a ripple impact of love, peace, and harmony throughout our meditation. And so for these final 3 to 5 minutes, I'm going to encourage you to just take a moment to close your eyes. We're going to do a little bit more of an active meditation. And just breathe deep into your lower abdomen. Beautiful. And just connect and just think of whatever it is you'd like to bring more love, peace, and harmony to your life, or maybe your community, or someone that you know that you would like to share that message with. Then we're going to open our eyes and we're going to do a little movement, tracing the calligraphy from top to bottom as we listen to the message. And if you feel that you would like to sing along, I welcome you to do that because that is very healing as well. So we're going to And so even if it feels kind of silly, just let it all go. Let all that silliness go and any funny thoughts, and just allow yourself to flow. Move with the calligraphy. Hear the sound, hear the music for these next 3 minutes of this meditation, this love, peace, harmony meditation. So this is an active, moving meditation. Continue to breathe deep. Inhale into your lower abdomen. So we're activating the energy in our body, and where energy flows, blood flows. So we are really detoxifying the body, getting our circulation moving. And 1 more minute. Beautiful. Now, wherever you are, just take a seat and just take one deep breath in and out. Beautiful. Now, for just the last 30 seconds, just close your eyes and just take a moment to feel. How do you feel now? Do you feel any shift, even in the slightest, most subtle way, in your mind, in your heart, in your body? So we offer our greatest gratitude to ourselves for this meditation, for being here, for opening our hearts to experience this meditation together, to be here together, and of course to God and to each and every one who put together this amazing, amazing assembly, all the students, all the entire team, all the student leaders, Michael, leadership team, and each and every one. And so that concludes our meditation session today. And of course, you can always download the app if you like the music. And you matter because you matter. You really do. And that is our session for today. So thank you so much, everyone who was able to stay and experience this. I invite you, your sharing in the comments, anything that you felt, any shift. Thank you.
Thank you, Alexia.
Thank you, Michael.
I enjoyed that a lot. I know students are entering the end of Quad 2 and exams are coming up next week. So it's definitely something that, for those who stayed, needed it. So thank you so much.
Amazing. Thank you.
And we'll see you at ILITE.
Yeah, looking forward to it. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye. Have a good night.
You too.
And that's a wrap, folks. Thank you for joining our Catholic Student Leadership monthly meeting. We will see you next month. And until then, good luck in your exams and God bless.